I begin? I loved this movie so much. I'm a people pleaser. And so I felt very seen. It resonated very deeply with me. And I was just crying along with Lily the whole time. It was so cathartic, which is just the best. And I just want to congratulate you both. Thank you for gifting this to us.
Oh,
Yeah, those are such sweet words. Thank you so much.
yeah, we feel the same way that you feel. We
Yeah.
feel like this movie that Tracie Laymon gave us is such a gift to all of us and to the country and to America in this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the power of storytelling, and it's beautiful. Barbie, oh my gosh, I am not exaggerating when I say your performance just took my breath away. I could tell that you had so much love for Lily. You honored her bright light, but also her pain without ever victimizing her. How was this experience just working with Tracie, whose story you're representing in a way?
Yeah. Also, thank you so much for those kind words. I'm so happy that it translated to it because as an actor, you just hope that people can see that you like love the character, right? Um, so I think that with Lily in general, like creating Lily, it was such a labor of love with Tracie. We made sure that we really talked through like every beat and who she was, and we didn't want it to be either of us, like specific to either of us, but something completely different and that honors the script. So it was really, I mean, for Lily, I have so much love because I have experiences that are similar, not exactly the same, but the pain and the hurt are very similar to me. And I think it changed me as an actor completely, this movie, because I've never felt more like emotionally like uh it just flew out of me in a way that I don't think I've ever had as an actor. And I think that really showed me that I was doing something right. Like I made the right decision to do it when, it comes so easily because it's coming from a place of like, it's like almost like what you wish for as an actor is that you get the role that really gets you, that really like hits you so deep that it just comes out of you.
Mm.
And it was, I mean, it was a complete pleasure to do. And I'm just so happy that we got this gift. I was like, yes, this is perfect.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I could see all of that. I'm truly not, I know I said at the top I'm a people pleaser, but I'm being honest when I say this is like one of the best performances I've seen in a while. It was so authentic and honest and
You.
John, um, you're such a legend, obviously. And we see Bob become alive when he unclogs the toilet for Lily and when he takes her shopping for tools. This is a man who just loves giving and who loves helping. Um, in your opinion, how does this film kind of show the resilience of kindness? And how was that kind of an anchor for you?
That's what I love the most about the movie that Tracie Laymon gave us. It was this message of giving, that giving makes the world a better place. The more good you put out, the more good comes back to you. And I just love that message and how it resonates. And it's so important to see that right now where there's so much lack of so much lack of respect, divisiveness in this country. And I know people are starving for like a feeling of like, let's be together. We're stronger together. Let's love each other. Let's respect each other. Let's care for each other.
Yeah, there's such a shame around sharing. And I think that's what films can do. They open conversations, they make you want to reach out to a friend or someone you haven't talked to in a while or a stranger. You just never know where these connections can be made. Which got me thinking that, you know, human connection is so vital to an actor's work, right? So what did it mean to you both to kind of shine a light on the importance of encouraging human connection and acceptance in a world that doesn't always, encourage us to be as vulnerable as you are on a set?
Totally. I think like I mean, we all have to accept that now we're gonna be on our iPhones for like the next
Right.
foreseeable. So it's like you used to think it was like the young people, but now it's like my mom watching like YouTube Reels or YouTube like Shorts all day. It's like we are at this moment where this is part of our lives,
Yeah.
and I think that it's hard to make a contemporary film that like about the internet that feels good. I think we all kind of like people who like film like usually tend to like kind of cringe at like the seeing a screen in it, but I mean that's like our reality. I mean it's the truth. If we're not gonna we can't make a film that's contemporary without incorporating the internet. It's such a big part of everyone's life. So I think kind of what's interesting about this movie is that it explores in a different light. And I think we're going to continue to do that with film. Is like the more contemporary stuff that comes out that has like screens and social media in it, we're going to see people like experimenting with ways to kind of make sure that the connection, it's still cinematic and it's still like, watchable, and it's not just someone typing on the laptop forever. But I think it's cool, like the way that people are telling these stories and like kind of getting creative with it.
It's interesting because Tracy puts the positive side of
Mm.
social media on camera, because there is a positive side. People do connect. People find the love of their lives finally through, Hinge or Bumble. My wife's friends have. My friends. So it is possible to find such good in social media, in the internet. There is good out there.
Yeah, and I think too, what you see in the film is that when she gets the likes from Bob, she's feeling validated in a way that every human deserves to be seen and validated. It's not this like social media high that she's getting. It's a
No.
very different. Tracy's very smart in the way that she approaches the social media. And I was like this, and I never felt like it was that validation that we all struggle with in terms of like,
It's like, yeah.
exactly. And really making sure that's different. And you could see that really clearly. Before I go, this has been such a pleasure. I could talk about this film forever, clearly. Since we're cherry picks and we love a fruit pun, I'd love to know what stands out to the two of you as either the sweetest moment between Lily and Bob or the sweetest moment to film.
Sweetest moment.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many sweet
I
moments.
know.
I know.
Sweetest moment is the conference, like when I'm running away, but you come
Oh,
and
yeah,
grab
yeah,
me. And I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's really what Lily am I supposed to put a fruit pun in this?
No, not at all. Not at all. You can.
Papaya. Can I make that work?
Yeah, but I think that moment
That
the
is a great
sweetest.
moment.
And you're just like, we just have to talk.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because you're so raw in that, but you're also confronting everything in your life, putting it on this man. But
Which
it's
is
true,
crazy.
you needed to this guy because you don't know this guy. So you needed to. And then this guy's like saying, Bob is saying, hey, I can still care for you, even though
Yeah.
we're strangers.
Small acts. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
these like small things that Lily has never even processed in her brain that could happen. Things that we take for granted for someone who has had like some sort of person in their life that shows compassion. So it's just like, it's great to kind of be like, oh my God, Lily has not seen has never been cared for enough to
In
even
that way
think
at all.
that
Yeah.
like someone could talk to her like that.
Right. It's such a precious moment. And just thank you so much. This film is going to mean so much to so many people. Truly, it is a gift. Y'all should be so proud, which I know you are, but I'm just gonna, say it out loud. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. First and foremost, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. What a beautiful film. I hope you're so proud of yourself. This one hit me really hard. I'm a certified people pleaser. I felt very, I felt very seen. And I was actually leaving my best friend a voice note earlier, just going on and on about my love for this film, truly.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad it resonated with you. And there are a lot of us, we're not alone there. I'm learning there are many, many, many recovering people pleasers.
Right? It's tricky.
It
It's
is, yeah.
tricky. It's so hard. I would love to know. I mean, this film is based on a true story of your friendship with Bob. Reflecting back on your experience making this film, what have you rediscovered about your time with him through kind of paying tribute to your relationship in this creative way?
It's inspired by my friendship with him, and the actual friendship was 9 years. Not a few months, but 9 years. But I felt okay doing it in a short period of time in the film because it didn't take 9 years to change my life. He'd done it in probably like a day, to be honest, or maybe even a week. So I think I took the emotional truth and the heart of what I experienced and the healing that he helped me find, and then I built just very different cinematic, because the real story was a lot on the computer, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not cinematic. So I just built sequences around that I felt best expressed that.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. To me, it's like really a triumph of the resilience of kindness. Um, and it so deeply resonated with me. I want to talk about how you open the film and how you end the film. I thought it was so poetic with Lily crying, but her tears represent very different things.
Yep.
Yeah, could you just talk a little bit about
Yeah.
that and the inspiration behind that?
Thank you, Meg. You're the first person to ever ask about that. Thank you. So yeah, in the beginning, it's she's crying through her trauma. She feels alone. She's been abandoned. She's being rejected in the moment, and at the end, she's crying because she's been accepted. Because she's alone in the beginning, and she's so not alone in the end, and she won't. She knows she will never be alone again. And I remember the first time I cried tears of joy. It was actually as an adult. I don't remember really crying tears of joy as a child. So
Mhm.
it was something that I really wanted to put into the film, that kind of arc of learning that, sometimes the joy and the sorrow, they go together. You're crying, grief is really love, that you're crying because you've had love. So she's crying because she has experienced this with Bob, and she's found this family that she never knew she could have. So it's absolute gratitude as well.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. I mean, you married the light and the dark so beautifully in this film, which just tonally just brought it to life that much more. And it's so true. I was kind of not mimicking, but my crying. I cried a lot during this film. I'm sure you're hearing that throughout the day.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it was so cathartic because it's like it's that kind of crying where you cry with your whole body,
Yeah.
um, because you're feeling that gratitude and you feel an urgency to connect with either your loved ones or to not um give up connecting with just people out there that may bring you joy, like these two people brought each other joy and acceptance. And I think that's a really powerful, powerful thing.
Thank you. These connections are available to us. It might be your neighbor, it might be your mail person, it might be your childhood friend that you haven't called in a long time. And they're looking for you too. They need you too. We're not burdens, and don't go to the hardware store for milk is a lot. I like to say a lot. Like if you're around people that make you feel bad, and not just because they disagree with you, but because they don't see you and they judge you and they don't value you, then maybe hang out with them less. And then look at all these other people that are incredible. And I'm a big fan of finding magic in the everyday. You know,
Mm,
we really do have that. We think that we don't live in that world anymore because that's not what we're being told. But if we all took the opportunities to see that, what a better world it would be.
100%, 100%. There's so much shame around sharing, um,
Yeah, yeah.
which is ironic given social media, but it's so true to have those kind of real life experiences sharing. And there's no greater joy. Truly, I was blown away. John is a legend. I mean, come on, he always delivers. We know it. We know
Yeah.
it. But Barbie, oh my gosh, I was blown away by her. When you're directing someone, portraying, yourself in a sense, what was it about her that really stood out to you that you felt confident that she'd be able to kind of honor this story in such a profound way?
I think she doesn't hold back, and that was something that was really important. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She's able to wear her heart on her sleeve, and she didn't hold back in Euphoria. She went all the way, and in totally different ways. She didn't hold back in On Pregnant, and I'm like, these are two roles that could not be more different, and it's the same person. And then I just really felt you put those together, and that is Lily. I think we really created a safe space together too. From the minute I sat down with her, it felt like she was an old friend. And Mike Nichols has this quote I like that says, or had this quote I like, if you want an actor to go somewhere, be willing to go there first.
Mm.
And I think by having such a vulnerable story that was so personal to me, I was showing up that way, and I was basically saying this is safe. And then she had my back, I had her back, and I know there's not one false note in any take that she did for the entire film. She's an incredible, incredible actress, incredible artist. Um, and she's so authentic. Both her and John are two of the most authentic, heartfelt people I've ever met in my life. So
Oh, it's awesome. And it's a testament to just your work as well. And it just shows you the power of true collaboration and what you can kind of accomplish. Before I let you go, we are cherry picks, so I'm going to end on a fruit pun. There are so many lovely moments throughout this film, but for you, what was the sweetest moment to capture, to film?
I think it was the puppy scene.
Oh,
Because it was interesting. It was actually scripted for the campfire scene to be where she cried, not the puppy scene. But we shot the puppy scene first and we set it all up. John Rosario, the DP, and I, and everybody on the team, we set it up to really respect that the scene between them and the puppies and have it be beautiful. We didn't know she was going to have those feelings the way that she did. And then once she did, we were like, this is magic. We're capturing it. This is the moment. The moment is now. So we shot that, and then I let her know, hey, now let's going back to the script for this camping scene, which was actually before in the movie. I said maybe we can hold back more there because it leads us to the scene we shot with the puppy. So we had people crying at the monitors. There was one of our executive producers' wives was crying. She says that's the pain coming out. That's what she said at the monitor. And I had tears all over my sides. My little script was, yeah, everybody was a mess that day, but it was a good mess.
I'm gonna like cry thinking about it right now. I mean, to receive unconditional love, sort of
Yeah.
that moment, it was beautiful. Tracie, just congratulations. This was an honor chatting with you, and I'm just so excited for the rest of the world to see this film. It's gonna mean a lot to so many people, which is the magic of this whole storytelling thing. So just congratulations.
Thank you, Meg. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Everybody go to the theater.